This weekend we are out here on the Windy Gap Trail. You can see the sign there behind me. We're only in about a mile so far, but we got 1.4 miles to Windy Gap. Then we're gonna go get some water there at Little Jimmy Springs, and then we're gonna do the loop up to Mount Hawkins and down the ridge, down to South Mount Hawkins, and that's a spot that Monica and I have never been to. So yeah, by the way, Monica is with me this weekend. There she is. This was her idea to come up here to South Mount Hawkins. It's a spot we've never been to and always wanted to see. So we've got some great weather out here and perfect weekend to do it. So come along, it's going to be a lot of fun. Almost up here to Windy Gap. Yeah, we follow the trail up like Monica's going here, and Windy Gap's around the corner. Mount Islip's right here. You come down right and through here is a big Cienega trail, and there's a spring supposedly down there. You can see the road that goes up to South Mount Hawkins over to there. Crystal Lake's down here. Catalina's way out there, can see that, but barely. Parking lot's right down there. But we're going this way up to Windy Gap, and then we're going to fill up with water there at Little Jimmy Springs and come along this ridge line over to Mount Hawkins, which is over there. That's Middle Hawkins. Come down, spend the night somewhere right in there by South Mount Hawkins. Here we go, keep going up the trail. It's a beautiful day out here. Let me adjust that camera for you, get you out of the sun. A beautiful day out. Feels like it's in the maybe high 50s, low 60s right now. No, a cloud in the sky. Okay, one cloud up there. Nice blue skies. From where we set up tonight, we have such a good view out here. Mount Wilson's just right around the corner too. We're gonna have such a good view out there tonight. It's gonna be great. But here we go. Going up to Windy Gap, and then down to Little Jimmy Spring, fill up water, and keep on going. Made it up here to Windy Gap. The sign right there shows 1.4 miles to the Hawkins Ridge Trail, which we're going up here, need microspikes for. We're going to go down this way, Little Jimmy Spring, get some water. Just met a nice group of people. They came up earlier today, and they were going to go to Little Jimmy, but I guess there's a lot of ice and snow there, but they're just hiking down that way now. Great group of people, real nice to meet them. And the views we get up here are spectacular, even with the marine layer in there. Still good views. Little Jimmy is still flowing. As you can see, a lot of snow around. Just came up through there in the snow and ice. Going this way. We have about a mile and a half now to get to where the trail is. It goes down to Hawkins. Basically, we came up here, we wrap around, some switchbacks going up, then around, and then down. We've came around the corner to a spot that doesn't get much sun, and we're walking on a lot of snow and ice, more ice than snow. But Monica's came into a snowdrift. Was that 2 feet, 2.5 feet deep?
Yeah.
Wow. And from the looks of it, we're the only ones that have been on this trail. I don't know how long. Nobody's came this way. We're gonna go up further. See how we do. See how treacherous it gets. What do you think?
I think that it might be a little too steep and the snow might be a little too deep. So, I think we're gonna have to call it.
Yeah. You can see right behind me, without falling down, looking back right through there was a nice thick snowdrift. And he stepped to the side and just wants to go out that way. And if you come back along this way, you can see there's not much of a trail broken yet. So I think we might have been some of the first people up here breaking trail through here in a long time. Maybe after the past couple storms, nobody's been up here. So it's tough trying to find the trail here. But as Monica just said, we've got a plan B. You'll see it before too long, and it'll be somewhere over that way. You can see the trail that we came up. It's a little bit more noticeable here. But just wanted to show you a couple peaks quick. Mount Islip right there. And then way off in the distance, right in there is Mount Williamson, which still has quite a bit of snow up there on top too. One day we'll get up there and David's going to take us to the backside of that to find the old airplane wreckage.
Oh yeah, airplane crash.
So that's on the list to do.
Treasure hunt.
Made it back over here to Windy Gap. And now we got to figure out what our plan B will be. Yeah, didn't mean it to come out that way, but there's a couple places we could camp over here. We'll figure it out and then find a place to camp, because if we brought all this gear, we might as well use it. So it should be a fun night still. We're still camping out, having a good time. And even though we couldn't go that way, doesn't mean your plans are ruined. Just find another fun thing to do out here. So that's what we're gonna do. Monica, what's this spring called right here?
Well, we've come across Big Cienega Spring. I've looked for this before, but I guess I wasn't coming down this road far enough.
Yeah,
This is a good find.
Yeah.
I'm happy with this.
You can see the cement here. So they used to do something with it here at one point. I don't know if going up to the road here, but somehow they were using this for something or other. And she's standing on a cement block right there, going down over here. And it's flowing just right above that, right in there. Going right down. That, as Monica just stated before, is filterable. So if you needed to, you could get water here. Made it up to camp and just through the bear line. Got this here. It's the bear bag kit from Hilltop Packs. He made it special for me when I got my bear bag, the food bag. He threw this in along with some line as well. So thank you, Ben. Much appreciated. And now it's time for some dinner. And I think I'm just going to make some Spam with Cholula. So just boiled some water here, having some white pomegranate organic tea from Trader Joe's. See the tent behind me all set up. Monica's making an all-American Works burger. And as I said, I'm going to have some Spam with Cholula. Just don't feel like having two breakfasts here, so that's what I'm going to have. I only had a breakfast left from Next Mile Meals, so I've got Denver omelet, and I can't remember the other one, but I figure I'll just use one for breakfast in the morning. That way I've still got breakfast for another trip. So I've got some Spam in here, add Cholula. I got this idea actually from my buddy Wes. He does it all the time out on the trail, but I don't know if he uses Cholula. I think he uses Tapatio in there, or Frank's Red Hot sauce, something like that with his Spam. But I figure, you know what, this will be a nice warm meal tonight. Added some ghee thanks to Monica.
You're welcome.
And this is my dinner tonight. Good morning. It is Sunday morning now and just making some breakfast here. Once again doing the Next Mile Meals. This one here is a Denver omelet, which includes eggs, sausage, cheese, freeze-dried green bell peppers, and onions, and salt and pepper. So we'll try this one out. I don't believe I've had this one before. I've had the other breakfast, which was good, so let's try this one out. So for breakfast, I'm also using the Waka coffee. I didn't bring my AeroPress, so the next best thing would be bringing David's AeroPress if he was here, but he's not here. So that's why I got the Waka coffee. And on top of that, keto creamer. It's a coconut creamer. It's actually pretty good. It's got some MCT oil, stuff like that I need. So put that in with the coffee and be good to go. So last night we stayed in the Haven tarp setup with the net inner. Actually held up pretty good in the winds. I didn't do any guy outs to the front or the back. And the wind's blown a little bit, but not too bad. It's a tight fit for two people when we both have wide pads like we did. I think both our pads are 25 inches wide, and it's like 46, 48 inches wide across in there. So it stretches a little bit and makes it fit, but if you don't have wide pads, you have plenty of room in there for two people. We still had a lot of room by our headroom where we could throw our extra clothes or what I did, I put my phone in there to watch a movie last night. Plenty of room in there for that, and otherwise it was a good night last night. Now we're making breakfast. I've got my next mile meal I already showed you. Monkey's got some good breakfast as well, and that coffee's great. This meal is delicious. Let me just show you what you got there, what it looks like. Add a little bit of Cholula to it, just add a little spice. It makes a great breakfast out here, and I'm good to go. That's going to be it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. We had a blast out here as always. So if you did like it, give it a like, give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing and ring the bell for any notifications. And leave a comment below. Always appreciate it. So until the next one, thanks for having me.